Alright class, settle down, class is in session, everyone get to your seats. Hey there YouTube, I'm Yukitsu, this is the Yukitsu Times, welcome to my channel, welcome back to Don't Starve. Welcome to us, once again, being attacked by things. I'm contemplating using my bees for defense here, but I'm also contemplating using these pigmens for defense, so let's go with the pigman defense. It's a little bit like a great man defense, but instead of great people, you're using pigs. I think they must be coming now. Yep, here they come. Oh. God damn you wolves. Come on, get killed by pigs. I think that one got aggro to a pig. Sounds like another one's getting killed over there. Okay, and there's like one left or so. Oh, nope. Yeah, it's still after me. Oh, no. Okay, no, switch over to the pig. I don't think any of the pigs got killed here, which is a little bit unfortunate, but whatever. Okay, so that was that. Huh, neat. Interesting. Alright, so, got ourselves pretty well off here. God damn it, bird. I don't want to deal with you right now. Oh well, we better go deal with this before the bird gets killed by our own sort of incompetence. Put that there. Let's murder the crow. Not get a bunch of the crows, but just kill the crow that we have. Ugh. Excuse me. And yeah, let's go get some more tall birds, I think. Seems like the best idea right now. Speaking of brainy things, my hat could probably do with some wearing, because after all, I do want that to, I don't know, not go insane here. I'd like to not go insane. As you can tell from my speech, I clearly am going insane, but that doesn't stop me. Alright, I'm going the wrong way slightly here, but oh well. Let's just grab this while we're at it. There are still so many frogs. I thought that, like, some season would have killed some of them off, but apparently there's just an unlimited number of frogs for forever. Alright, so that's the last of those, that net stuff that we had there. And we'll switch back to our helmet just about now, since, yeah, we're about to get in a fight. That's what we're up here for. Huh, what the hell happened to you? Little plant. Don't seem to be doing all that well. Alright. Hi there, tall birds. I don't want to fight all of you, I just want to fight like one or two of you. That reminds me, actually. I'm going to go put Glommer's flower over here for now. Because otherwise they will kill Glommer again. Which is not pleasant. Yeah. There we go. I could really do with a mission to go get a tentacle bat. Like, I could probably really do with that, but... I mean, the spears have never really done me wrong or anything like that. It's just that the tentacle bat is a lot more efficient. Like, this is a lot of time I'm having to spend here. Doing a lot better at kiting today, though, which is nice. Sometimes I'm just really bad at it. Hi. Yeah. Ow, like that. Jeez. I just thought I got out of there, but... Okay, despite that, I've got quite a lot of time before I have to get going, so let's just thwack away here. This is gonna get me hit, but I don't want him to reset. And frankly, I don't really need the help that badly. I'm also beside a lot of pigmen that I can start fighting. I should actually start doing that again, just because, for the hell of it. Alright. That wasn't quite as productive a day as I was really sort of hoping for in a certain sense, I guess, but on the other hand, like, we did get quite a lot done, so... Alright, I'm gonna carry this rot with me. The reason is that, of course, I would like to be able to fertilize my crops, and I might as well have the rot beside me while I'm at it. Now, I wonder if the the raccoon things actually just don't ever go off the map, or, like, what's going on here? Because I thought that this guy was killed 9 times, which means he can't respawn. Yeah, so that's just, you know, he's just dead, so I don't know why he's still got a house on the map there. Oh well. Alright. And that rot was a frog who I just left there to rot. Don't even give a damn. Alright. I'm hearing some strange sounds here. I'm wondering if we're about to get attacked by another giant. I don't think that's the giant sound, though. Well, either way, we need to get some food on the go here. Partly because we've got a lot of food that just needs to get the hell out of our inventory here. Well, what can we get rid of for now? Well, we can plant this. I forgot. I picked up this guy. Alright, let's just get rid of our morsels here. We'll probably just eat them once they become jerky, just as is, without worrying about cooking them into anything fancy. But, yeah, let's throw these in there, I guess. Just take these and eat them. And I guess I can throw away my poop, since I've only got 5 manures. There we go. Alright, have I got enough wood for this? There it is. I should actually probably go chop down some trees, too. Let's, we can do that while we're here, though, so... Let's go ahead and do that. Fairly quiet times right now. It's good. I'm liking that. As I say that, a tree guard just suddenly burst onto the scene. Nope, okay. Let's just eat that while we're here. And let's eat that while we're here. Alright, pretty much, yeah, good to go. I like having some trees sort of nearby, even though it sometimes gets you in trouble, because, like, it does let you sort of maximize your time just a little bit more than you otherwise could. There we go. We can probably get this one without too much problems with us here. Not getting killed by Charlie or anything. Alright. Oops, I think I missed a pine cone. There we go. Sort of replace the 3 trees that I cut down. That's good. And we can put this in here, I guess. Alright. And we're going to take this with us, even though we have to sort of wait for some stuff to grow. If this were spring, it would be much faster, but looks like we got one right now. Alright, so... Problem with those bugs is that they sort of flicker on and off. So, not a reliable source of light or anything. Ah, crap. Well, this will make my plants grow faster at the very least. Alright. And indeed, all my plants are just coming up, which is kind of nice, I guess. I'm hoping this doesn't turn into an autumn frog rain. Like, I have heard of autumn frog rains, and they are terrible. They're just like, why? What kind of like mythical Hitler would do this to you? But yeah, we're going to. Why can't I fertilize these? Yeah, I am fertilizing them. Wonder why I keep saying I can't do that. All right, so we're just recovering the ground here so that we can plant stuff without worrying about it later. Okay, we need about 3 at the very least, I think. So. Oh. And that's given us 4. I kind of want at least 1 more, so we're going to go ahead and do that, and hopefully we'll get 2. And we did. Oh, we actually had... Oh, I should not have done that. Oh, well. Okay, so we got a ton of dragon fruit seeds right now, so that's a good thing. That's a very positive thing. It's just like we kind of have a fridge that's full of food, so, you know... I don't really need this ice right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and eat one, I guess, and just drop the rest there. Like, because we're heading into winter, so I can use that to make room for the fridge. Or in my fridge, I mean. You know what, we're going to go ahead and we're going to make ourselves another fridge. We're going to go over up there, bash that fridge apart, and just, you know, take it. Alright, so, do we have a hammer, Glommer? Glommer? No, we don't have a hammer. You incompetent rube, Glommer. Okay, so I need my rocks. Grab those up. And, do I have prototype for a hammer even? Yeah, I did build one at one point. I probably have it, like, left somewhere stupid or inane like I always do, but, you know, well. Yeah, thanks for the elements indeed. I'm actually perfectly dry because I've got this umbrella, which is a very nice umbrella, so I'm not too worried about that. It's so much nicer now that I don't have to constantly just be worried about spiders and having to, like, find and hunt down spiders so that I can actually get shit done. I can actually just go get shit done. It's lovely. I like this. I still have not found Chester. I should really get on that, but I just don't care. As good as Chester is, he's not crucial for your survival or anything like that, so there are just games that I don't get him. And that's fine. I mean, it's not like it really makes a huge difference, but, you know, he is definitely a convenience feature. Alright, so this is potentially ugly. I could also look for gears in this graveyard over here, but I don't really feel like it. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Okay, I think I left that hat there actually like ages ago, but there's just killer bees around here. For those of you who don't remember, this is where I've been, you know, harvesting bees. So this is where I went to get my beehives from. So, killer bees, haven't gotten rid of them yet, don't really care. I could take the time while I'm here to hammer down those pig heads, but I kind of want to figure out how much hammer I need for these things before I do that. Since I put my rocks away, I kind of don't want to waste them. So, you know, always sort of plan out what you're going to do with all of your specific tools. Alright. I don't think I get a gear from the weather thing, but I might. Let's find out. Alright, so that's nothing that I need really, so I'm going to leave that there. Now, what I'm hoping is that I did not accidentally just engage winter, because that would be interesting. Right, so I only got one gear from that, which kind of sucks, but whatever. Oh, I can eat this actually and go collect up some of those boards. I can use those boards if I want for, like, fires or whatever. I don't really have anything that I would use them with, but, oh. It's a lovely coat. It's not the best coat, though, so I'm not going to worry about it. And there's also a winter hat there. Logs. We don't need these pine cones right now, so we'll just plant them on our way there. Having a good number of logs is usually a good idea. Now, that is technically a trap. Like, that does activate and sometimes cause winter. I'm not sure. I can't remember what did it, though. Like, I don't think that causes winter if you hammer it. I think it's only if you pick the stuff that's in the chest. Not 100% sure on that, but I think that was how it happened. I've had it before and I've not activated it, so... on our way back here, though, we're going to pluck up a couple of these graves. Just in case we get lucky and find a gear. Oh, shit. Nope, it's a ghost. Okay, well, let's just go home. Glommer, let's go home. This is a terrible idea. Okay, oh, crap. I may have started winter. I may have started winter. Well, you know what? This is fine. Actually, no, I don't think I did. I think this is... Ah, crap. Frog. I think this is actually just because of the combination of, like, darkness and rain. And moisture. It might actually be falling in temperature, though. If it does, I'm actually pretty well prepared right now for winter to just hit right now. I don't really care. Well, I'm not right now, because I kind of want to get back to my base. That would be kind of nice. But I've got my beard set up pretty well as well, so... I don't have a torch on me, which is a little bit awkward, but that's fine. I think there are more frogs right now. I think this is a frog rain. I think this is a winter frog rain. That's just the shit. Alright. I think I have my headsets on backwards because I've heard that coming from the other side, but whatever. That's fine. Okay. There we go. Normally I don't really care to burn planks like that, but, you know, it doesn't really make as big a difference right now as it normally would. Okay, now, how much did I need for a fridge? Is it 2? No, I can make another fridge. Okay, well, We're going to wait till morning, and then we're going to build our fridge somewhere else. We're going to put it, like, up beside our other, like, our endothermic fire pit. And that's going to be how we deal with that particular thing. While we're at it, let's grab these seeds. Perfect. I should actually also, even though I can't eat it right now, just make one of these, because this is kind of getting out of hand here, how much food I have. Yeah, I'm at that point where I should probably start focusing on doing something adventurous, like going out and, you know, maybe... I don't really know. Going to the caves, maybe, I think? I could definitely do with that, I guess. There is some interesting stuff in there, so... I could make my living down there as some sort of spelunker, gold miner, or whatever. I kind of want to get these planted earlier, because I do think that... Actually, I should have waited. If it does convert to winter on this day, then... Okay, so let's get that while those fireflies are still good. But yeah, I don't want to actually have the crops wither in winter. I think that they do now. That might have been patched in. I know that it used to be that you could just sort of sit there and have like a ton of crops sitting on your fields and they just last through winter and it would be lovely and it was a great way to actually store extra food without having to have another fridge. But we do actually have another fridge incoming, so, you know, we've got ridiculously good resources going on here. I could just literally stand here and eat dragon fruits until I was back at full stamina and it would be perfectly fine. Like, that's just one of those moments where you just gotta brag a little bit about your accomplishments. Alright, so I'm gonna put this one by the endothermic fire. Just so that I can also build a crockpot over here later, that's fine. But for now, we'll just leave that be. One of our fields is looking kind of ratty. I think I want to get some fertilizer for that as well. Yeah, well. And, okay, we need one more, I think. Well, we only got one more, but, you always hope for more than one more. Okay, we won't be able to fertilize that field for a little bit, but that's okay. Looks like we're still in summer, so, or spring, or, no, sorry, autumn. I got all of them wrong. Just the whole loop. Jesus Christ. Alright, so let's, let's drop off some of our stuff here. What do I not need? I don't know, really, actually. Okay. Well, I don't need those. I don't need that. I don't need that for now. I probably have another one in the box that I just did not notice. And that's going to sort of piss me off later, but that's fine. Okay. Right, so... I think today... Now that we've done that, I kind of want to go and... I don't want to check this plug hole. I kind of want to look for Chester. Like, it's been long enough that I just have not had him. And, I mean, I could go into the swamp over here and look for him over there. That could potentially be where he is. And while I'm there, I could go try and get a, what's it called? A tentacle bat. Or I could try going through the desert here, through this bee biome that's just full, it's full of bees. Y'all know how I feel about bees. That's not my favorite thing, really. But, you know, I could check what's past there. I could brave it. I would have to get my bee hat, which I've got on my head right now because I'm a moron. Yeah, but I think actually, given the choices, I kind of want those spike bats. So let's go check and see if we can get any of those. I should really make another. I'm gonna make another spear before I head over there because who knows what's over there? I might get killed. You know, and it would be awful if I went over there and it turned out that I got killed because I didn't have a spear at hand. Yeah, never die because you don't have a weapon. Alright, there we go. We're at 13% of our top hat. I kind of want to switch off of it just so that it can get some rest. I'll repair it once we get back to base. My sanity is perfectly fine right now. So, yeah, we'll take that off for a little bit. Put on our football helmet as a replacement. Now, I kind of sort of fuffled around a little bit too long, but I've got tons of wood from that box, so I feel kind of confident about this. I could have taken, like, that ice staff, but I never really use it. Like, the sanity cost on those things makes it so that it's just not worth using a lot of the time for me. But, you know, if you find a good use for them, I highly recommend that you sort of use them. You know, I think I'm actually in late autumn anyway. I wonder. I should probably take my thermal stone out of the fridge regardless, but, you know, that's where it is. Okay. It is a long way to the swamps. Chester, I'm coming for you, buddy. Yeah, I'll be able to... I can start a couple fires, though, so it's not a big deal. I'm trying to do a count in my head. It's 20, then 15, so 45. So this should actually only be halfway through autumn, I think? Or is it 20, then 10? Could be 20, then 10. Well, let's grab this. Might as well. Just a random pig butt that's lying around there. Alright. And while we're here, we could check on the beefalo, I guess, a little bit. Oh, we've got some manure here already, too. How convenient. Suspect that might actually have been dropped there by something else, but that's just a suspicion. It's probably not a very good one either. I don't know what else it could even have been. Or maybe a pig man, potentially. Okay, I can also... Yeah, let's do this. It might be a ghost again, but that's just another red crystal. I don't really use those, but I'll pick it up anyway. Oops, was that what was... Oh, no, that was rot. Okay. Now, at this point in time, I don't actually need the beefalo for the manure for new fields. What I'm taking this for is to fertilize my current ones, because it's much, much better as fertilizer than the rots. So, if you ever get a chance, use this stuff instead. Oh, crap, that's a bunch of rot. Oh, well. And I don't really need to go in there too deep right now at this time of day. Alright, so roads up here. This is one of those things that I warn against, typically, is traveling on this place during the night, especially when you don't have a torch in your inventory. I do have a torch in my inventory. I'm such a moron. But, yeah, if you stay on the road and keep hitting tab constantly, you can sort of see where the road is regardless, but like I need to sort of hit tab constantly to make sure that I'm following it. But yeah, typically you're not going to get attacked by the tentacles if you're on the road. So it's one way to sort of travel pseudo-safely while you're on here. Oh man, this is a big place. Okay, well, let's see how this goes. I'm wondering where the hell we're going here. Oh, more swamp. I think it ends there, so we're gonna turn back over here for now and camp out the night. We didn't really bring any food, but I didn't plan to actually stay out here or anything, so there we go. We've actually spent a lot more time doing this than I thought I had. I might have to call this an episode almost. This has actually been a lot longer than I thought it had been. Well, I'll wait till morning and head out into the swamp a little bit further. I might get lucky and find a tentacle bat lying around. You'll notice that I get these things, but I don't actually often kill the spike tentacles myself. I usually let something else kill it, like either fishmen or spiders or whatever. But I don't actually like fighting them personally. Their kiting pattern is really annoying and they take too many hits. Like, it takes like 20 hits or something to kill. 15, 20 hits, that's too many. That's just not fun, really, sort of going back and forth, poking at one of those stupid tentacles. You know, but if you don't mind fighting them and you're good at it, then I highly recommend that you just go in there and grab one, because they're a good resource. They're a good weapon to have. Much, much better than the spear that I'm using. Alrighty. This is a long night. Feels like this is a little longer than I sort of am expecting them to be. Well, let's just throw another fuel on the fire. I don't want to waste a log or anything like that. I'm still gaining sanity because I'm just hugging Glommer, basically. So, you know, that's adorable. Just look at him in his adorable sleeping face. He's got, like, he probably has an odd number of eyes. Either that or his eyes are very asymmetrically offset. I kind of get the feeling like over here somewhere there's just another eye on the other side of his face that's just facing the other way. Meaning he's got an odd number of eyes with one right in the middle, but maybe not. Maybe he just has like 3 eyes and then 3 eyes in that sort of offset pattern, which is kind of creepy. But who knows? I mean, I don't even know what he is. So, Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if he's got a different opinion when Glommer's wet, but apparently not. I like how everything else is perfectly fine in this world when they get wet. It's just you that goes insane. You know, you're basically the Wicked Witch of the West or something. Oh crap, this is, I think, winter. Okay, well, let's go home, Chester. Glommer, whatever. Yeah. Like, I can't normally tell, but I saw bluebirds, so... Like, I thought I saw the tints as well, but I'm never sure based on the color, because I'm pretty much blind, but... Like, I saw a bluebird, and that just sort of made it concrete. It's, like, definitely winter. It's just like, shit. Okay, well, Glommer is just gone now. He's not part of my life anymore. He just didn't feel like following along. Which is very unfortunate, but whatever. He's a free whatever he is. He's a free bug. He can live his life as he so chooses. Alright, so I've got a little bit more time than I otherwise would, because I have got a bit of a beard going here. But, yeah, this is a weird day for winter to start. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that I buy that. I did not accidentally cause this with that refrigerator. But also, I don't really care, so that's fine. I just have to make sure I get back to base. Now, I want to check something as well. I do want to get to the McTusks eventually, and I do not remember where they keep their camps in this map. I don't even remember if I've ever found them, honestly. I'm wondering if the McTusks are actually behind the bee boxes. Oh god, I don't see any igloos here. Well, okay, I guess we're going to have to go adventuring to look for those. Probably past bees. I wonder if red bees come out in winter. I think they do, but I hope they don't. It's one of those ones where you just, like, are hopelessly optimistic for something that you're pretty sure is not going to come to pass. What the hell is taking Glommer so long? Glommer, you're going to get killed by frogs if you don't hurry up. But yeah, either way, we've got time. Like, it's not too bad. Oh, these seeds are just off. Winter. Alright. Remember, penguins, as far as this game goes, most badass motherfuckers in the game. Don't mess with them. They will wreck your day. But if you leave them alone, you know, they're respectful. They will respect your wishes and leave you alone. It's just like, if you bring it, they will bring it right back. And they can bring a lot more of it than you can bring. I'm not sure what it is. I'm assuming it's pain and suffering. But, that's a game that, unless you're one of those weird masochists, kind of takes two things to sort of happen anyway, but... Alright. Well, our early onset winter, thankfully, is not actually all that cold, it seems, so that's a plus. I'm going to go into our science. I'm actually just going to build some stuff for the hell of it, I think. I kind of want to actually just build a thermal measurer. Like, and I could pretty easily, so... That's something I feel as though I want to do. Alright, so we're going to go in here. We're going to go ahead and... really? That monster meat's just gone the way of the dodo. Alright, so we'll drop off our rot there. We'll drop off this here. Our stuff's still growing. We'll leave it on the drying... or we'll leave it in the fields for now, because I do get the feeling like it will probably be okay for now. Okay, and... let's see what else we can drop off here. I don't need this. There we go. That was lucky. Got in the right one. Okay, so unfortunately this monster meat is going to turn to rotten monster meat pretty damn soon. Which is not ideal since I have been using it, so we are going to cook one tonight. Like, I can't jerky at all, and I've got, like, all this other meat that I have to jerky. This is actually probably a sign that I should probably get to work on another, one of those things. Whatever the hell those things are. I can't remember. I had a red gem in here. I'm actually gonna throw that in there. Oops. There we go. Going to take this out of there. That's going to be useful if it weren't for the fact that it's going to freeze me just a tiny bit. Fixed itself real quick though, so let's... Oh, really? Really? Okay, well, either way. Okay, so they're all out, it seems. Huh. I guess it's because of the season. Okay, well... I thought I saw them around, though, but apparently not. Alright. Well, either way, let's store that in there. And let's get some more honey in there. We'll put it in another stack right now, but it doesn't really make a difference. Yeah, and we've reached that problem of I have too much food, and it's not that something I can solve by putting more in the fridge there, because, literally, it's just too much food. I can't eat it all. Alright, let's get in here and grab our... I want this charcoal because I want to make some more of those things. I want to make the thing with science, and I'm going to put this in here. Which one was the empty one? Empty-ish one. I don't think I had an empty-ish one, actually. Okay, there we go. That's that in any event, and I may as well take that while I'm at it. And let's take that while I'm at it. There we go. Alright. It's peculiar that I'm allowed to have, like, some things in boxes that I have in boxes, like dragonflies indefinitely, but not other things. That's a little bit peculiar to me, but either way. Okay. Where's my alchemy engine? It's up here. Want our thermal measurer somewhere nice and fairly neutral. We'll put it over here if we can. There we go. It's a nice little... Okay, now, I'm kind of cold, and it is kind of, you know, winter. But I could get another Glommer thing. I forget where he came from, though. Didn't he come from... Glommer, where'd you come from? Weren't you, like, right beside me here? Yeah, you are. Okay. Well, I could get another Glommer flower, I think, and that would give me the ability to sort of use another Glommer flower. The problem is that, of course, I can't actually use the other Glommer flower. Like, I would get it, but I would have to kill Glommer, so... I kind of don't want to kill you, Glommer. Lucky you. Alright. Well, yeah, you get to live, Glommer. You get to live. Aren't I a kind friend of yours? Okay, we're going to have to collect grass, which is going to be a problem, because I didn't collect enough during the summer, but, like, I'm at that point where I'm pretty damn sure that I just need a lot more of these, drying racks here. And I'm going to start building a couple of them... Oh dear, where do I want to put these? I cannot actually tell which areas are, like, legitimate here right now, but this apparently works. One of the things is I have to keep these close enough to the Icy Fling-O-Matic that in the summer they won't get completely wrecked. Because I haven't found enough other things to keep those things good during the summer. I was going to end the episode a little while ago, wasn't I? Okay, well, yeah, we're going to have to call it quits here. I've gotten quite a bit done, even though it's winter, and I don't think it's supposed to be winter. But, you know, sometimes you do things and it causes that to happen. That's fine. Anyway, I hope you found this video enjoyable, and of course, as always, I hope to see you all next time.